Hyperion-Blue-GT, and it looks like we have an update going on in Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like this is going to be quite giving the small pack that might be able to give us. So, looks like we have 5 cars are now arriving for it. So, looks like we have the Renault RA Gordini 1966. The classic vehicle was definitely able to drive on the dirt. So, eventually that was definitely became known as the Gr.X car. So looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have a 1-make race to be able to get started. So looks like the next car that you guys have already know is the Toyota Sprinter Trueno 3-door 1600 GT-Apex, known as the AE86 1983. So looks like a very popular legend JDM car was definitely quite joining in this update. So it was definitely quite very good for the AE86, was definitely quite very good to be able to race with for it, because the Toyota is a legend. And also the dirt car was definitely brought another Porsche, is the 962C 1988, a Group C race car, was definitely now joining in for it. So looks like this is going to be the second Group 1 car in Porsche brand. So this is going to be quite good to be able to get ready to try it out for it. And also the Audi TT Coupe 3.2 Quattro 2003 is now returned from the previous Gran Turismo games, but now this is going to be the original to be able to race in the Tourist Trophy event along with the new model. So this is going to be quite very good for only 2 models. And also last but not least is the Honda Fit Hybrid 2014. So it was very good for an M100 compact car that might be able to join in for having a one good race to be able to have a very good FF hybrid vehicle for. So unfortunately that New Zealand is now definitely added as a special collection. So this is going to be quite very good to have some photo scrapes in New Zealand. So looks like this only has 2 other things has definitely going on for it. So looks like, oh yeah, almost forgot to be able to remind you guys for it. On April 27th, a global 1-make race called the GR Super GT Cup is now going to be prepared. So who's going to be the fastest? We'll make sure that this might be able to join in to be able to participate. So looks like this will have to be able to get started for. Now looks like there's some new rounds is definitely going on in the GT League. So looks like might be able to check it out later until purchasing the first 5 cars is now definitely joining in for it. Now let's take a first stop on Audi for getting the 2003 Audi TT, and it's definitely quite very good for an N200 car. So it's definitely an all-wheel drive vehicle, so this is going to be quite excellent. So same thing like the TTS Coupe 2014, so looks like this is definitely quite categorized as an N300. So an N200 car is definitely quite brilliant that might be able to have it in for. So looks like there's some few other colors to be available to select, so looks like it's going to be a lot. So looks like it's very lucky for the Audi TT Coupe 3.2 is going to be quite having a lot of more colors to be able to select it for, because it has a lot of few other available colors to be able to choose. So maybe the berry pearl effect is definitely quite giving a good brighter enhanced color on it. So looks like maybe this might be able to choose the papaya orange. So maybe the Vegas yellow is definitely quite good for the 2014 Audi TT. So maybe I might be able to have to go and buy this car, and then this is going to be able to acquire this for it. So looks like 1 car of the day for this update is now joining in for it. But this is going to be a perfect car to have a lot of colors to be able to choose for it. So this is going to be amazing. Now, looks like this might be able to have to go for the next one is going to be the Porsche So I hope we're excited to be able to have another Group 1 car. So this is going to be quite very a million credits to be able to get this classic race car. So same thing like the Porsche 919 Hybrid, and the 962C is definitely quite became the one good retro classic vehicle. So this is definitely quite very amazing. So it's definitely built in 1985 as a prototype race car to compete in the World Endurance Championship. So looks like it was definitely quite good to be able to have another Group C car in the game, because this is quite very excellent. Oh yeah, and also it compete in the 24 Hours of Le Mans as well, because this is going to be quite good to be able to have a very good classic style for the wing part, as definitely quite shown for. So looks like still got enough credits to buy, because 1 million is definitely quite giving it a better choice to have for it, because this one is definitely the original to be able to have this one. So looks like time to buy this prototype race car, and then this is going to be quite very good to be able to have another Group C car to be joining in as well. Welcome aboard 962C, and then you'll be racing along with the 919 Hybrid. So up next, that there's the RA Gordini is now definitely gonna be at Renault. So, well, not the Renault Sport, the regular Renault was now definitely added in on the brand Central. So looks like only one vehicle available to get, because good thing that the RA Gordini is definitely became 80,000 credits. So it's definitely returned from Gran Turismo 6 to be used as a 50,000 credits. So looks like definitely quite good to be able to have the performance and also the specs, and later it became a Group X car. So looks like this is going to be a one good style interior view to see it for it. So very good to be able to drive on the dirt and the tarmac as well. So kind of guess that this is going to be also has few other specialized vehicles like the Pagani Sonda R. Now there's only has one color available to select, so this is might be able to have to do whatever we can, because this might be able to have a one make race to be able to get ready. So looks like I'll be able to buy the RA Gordini, and then this will might be able to welcome aboard. So practically this is definitely quite very thought that this will be become an N100, but well, also has specialized vehicles to be able to putting on Group X could be quite needed to put on board. Now looks like time to be able to have to go and purchasing two Japanese vehicles. So it looks like it's time to go and buy the AE86 for this new showroom for it. So looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have the Sprinter Trueno 3-door 1600 GT-Apex. So looks like the legendary vehicle from the Manga Initial D was definitely became the drifting legend. But take a good look at this interior view. This one is a classic style. But I hope you guys better have to get ready to set up some libraries, and also to putting up a carbon fiber on the hood, so this will might make a good exact replica. Now looks like there's only has 3 colors with 2 tone, and this is going to be quite very good to select it for. So looks like in the original Gran Turismo game, it also has a race modification available to see. So this is going to be able to have this vehicle to be putting on for it. So maybe this is going to be able to have to take a good preview look at the inside interior. So the high metal two-tone also has a white leather seat, and then the high-tech and high flash also has the red interior view. So looks like this is going to be quite very good differences like the Honda Integra. So looks like I'll be able to buy the high-tech two-tone color, and then this will might be quite very efficient and very good design to be able to put on board. So looks like the drifting legend is about to be ready to race in GT Sport. and this wheel might be quite very good. So, looks like the last car we'll be able to get is the Honda Fit, and this time hybrid vehicle is now putting up on the power of dreams that will be quite very good for it. Now, looks like in 2010 that the Honda Fit was definitely shown in Gran Turismo 6 as a fully premium vehicle, but well, in GT Sports, the 2014 Fit Hybrid was definitely became a futuristic hybrid vehicle, was definitely quite very good to be able to have a battery included. So looks like this is definitely quite good to see this vehicle was definitely electric vehicle to see it for it. So right now there's only has 8 colors available to pick, and then this will might be able to purchase for it. Now looks like it's gonna be quite good to see it for it. So different models as the Honda Jazz in European and Japan. So well, it's gonna be quite good to be able to have to choose any color to pick, and now looks like the Vivid Sky Blue Pearl is gonna be able to select. So looks like this is gonna be car number 5 for today, and then this is gonna be quite very impressive to be able to see a few other cars that might be able to joining in for it. So right now, this will be able to have this update to get ready to try it out for 5 vehicles for only 1 lap. And this is going to be quite very impressive to see how it turns out to be. So next up, that there might be some few new rounds on the GT League. So looks like this will might be able to take a good look on it. So looks like 3 rounds on the competition de France is now definitely recently added in by 2 more added for it. And also the Amateur League also adds to its trophy, so looks like this will might be able to have the Audi TT Coupe 3.2 Quattro 2003 is now added in for it. So same thing like the Celio Cup, but this is going to be quite very turned out to be quite very different as well for it. And last, this might be able to get ready to go for the next GT League for Gr.1 Cup, so got this going to be able to be ready for 3 rounds. So looks like this is going to be quite giving a good start to be able to have 5 rounds to be able to get ready. So looks like this is going to be perfect, and this will might be able to get ready to go until there will be more rounds will be ready. So let's take a good look on the new photo scrapes on New Zealand, and then embrace the beauty of the Oceania. So it's definitely introduced by default, but well, we got some new photo backgrounds to choose for it, because this is going to be quite good to have some special collection to be selected. Very good to be quite well organized, and then this is going to be quite very good to select some few photo backgrounds to be able to place any cars to choose. Now, probably there's no new track going on for this update, so just the cars, so this is going to be able to have everything we need. Now, looks like it's time to get ready to go to choose a track. So, looks like I might be able to have to go with a Porsche, so this will might be able to have 1 lap for the challenge. So this will be able to get ready. Okay, just gonna have to choose by date. Now, looks like time to get ready to choose the 962C, and then this is gonna be quite good to take one excellent race to begin with. So this time I might be able to have 1 lap for this race, and then this will might be able to get ready for 1 good challenge to begin with. So this will might be do it better, and then this will might be able to get ready to go race for it. So I'm glad that this is going to be able to try it out the 962C, and then this will might be able to see what the engine sounds look like. But this is going to be quite good Group C or LMP1s, and even different GT Group 1 cars as well for it. So let's bring this legendary race car of the 1980s. Is definitely quite coming in for it. Especially the Porsche was definitely the finest Gr.1 prototype car around for it. Now, looks like this wheel might need to get ready, and then this will be able to get set up for it. So, looks like that max horsepower is 610, max torque 442.6, and the weight pound is 1,874. And this one is the mid-engine prototype race car. So, this is going to be quite very excellent to see this one. 5-speed transmission is going to be quite very good to be prepared for it, so just going to have to give it a little preview to see some good performance on the transmission gear. So let's go and get ready to race, and then looks like the Audi R18 Le Mans 2011 is now joining in for a race. So difference is like the original R18, and this might be able to come better to see it for it. So looks like let's go for a race, and then this wheel might be getting started. Now take a good look at this nice engine sound. It looks like a natural beauty, and it's very good to see this one. The wing part is definitely quite very good to have everything that this is going to be quite good for design for this vehicle. But luckily, the interior view is definitely quite classic and very good improvements that might be quite going in for it. So, looks like you're going to have to make sure, because this is going to be able to have a one-lap race to be able to try out 5 of the new rides might be able to coming in for it. So, looks like I might be able to give everything I got to overtake a few other Gr.1 cars, so this wheel might be able to approaching it onto the finish line. Okay, keep it in, just try to keep a little bit of pressure on for it. So, a few other Gr.2 cars like the Jaguar S3R9, Mazda 7 definitely the Nissan R92 GT was definitely quite very good with new classic body style of this big car of the prototype. So it looks like this is definitely quite very good, and very specialized for having this Porsche Gr.1 car is definitely going in the game. But luckily, 5-speed transmission could be able to do a lot of acceleration to do a lot of good race speed to begin with for it. Now, looks like gonna have to keep catching up to overtake 2 other C cars that we might be able to catch up with the rest of the Gr.1, so definitely get on for it. Okay, there. Takes a lot of few more cars to take a little bit of a path to go on for. Okay, coming back in, just will stay on it. So, looks like this wheel might give a good throttle to be able to have a little bit straight, because this wheel might be able to have this force to do a lot of new challenges and new races, and then this will be able to have this for Gr.1 Cup of this event, because very good, and then this wheel might be able to have everything keep going, and then, but luckily, at whole time might be able to be taking a one-lap practice to begin with. Now, looks like I'm just gonna have to take a lot of preview practice to be able to get started there. So, looks like this is gonna have to take a lot of few runs to be able to begin with for it. Okay, coming in. Just gonna have to take a lot of few passes. So of course, the Porsche participates in 24 hours of Le Mans in 1988, but this is definitely quite very good to have the perfect vehicle to be able to join in for it. But this one drives better and gives a little bit of the opportunity that we might be joining in sports. But this is going to be quite good to have that excellent body style of this race car to be quite very good to be able to have an efficient performance to might be able to get a good run on. So looks like almost there at the end of the first lap. Just going to have to make sure to try out 5 of these new rides to be able to get started out for it. Well, I hope this is going to be quite good to be able to try out a bit, because, well, we'll have to wait and see that there might be a new track coming in soon for it. So looks like the new one is could be quite very good. Okay, so looks like first lap done for having a one good trying out for this Porsche. So looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to have the 962C is definitely joining in on the Group 1 club. So this is going to be able to have to take a lot of practice to be prepared for Group 1 Cup, and then I would like to be able to have this one to be able to continuing on in the G2 League. Okay, just to give some 8th place earnings might be quite good. Now, looks like time to be able to get ready for the next track to be able to go for. So, I'm just always going to be able to have one lap per race, so this is going to be able to do just fine. So right now it's time to get ready to go Tokyo Expressway South Outer Loop, and then it's time to get ready to bring out the AE86, and this wheel might be able to get ready to go, and then this wheel might be able to have the legend returns to be able to going in to have some new tracks to see for it. So I hope that this is going to be very impressive to be able to have the AE86 to be able to get ready to try it out, and then a very good car and a good legend is definitely quite becomes one good excellent performance that we might be able to do. So looks like this is going to be able to have to change up the vehicles into an M100 for a race, but I hope that this is going to be quite good for one legendary JDM car that might be able to dominate this race. Now, looks like the car settings might be able to check it out for giving a one good spec. So the max horsepower is 127, the max torque is 109.9, and the weight pound is 2072, and the drivetrain is an FR. So looks like manual transmission also has 5-speed. This looks very good because this is definitely one perfect car that could also do some drift. And this wheel might be able to get started, and this wheel might be able to get ready. So let's take this AE86 from initial speed to race in Tokyo Expressway to get started. So looks like this is going to be able to have a one lap challenge to get going, and then this wheel might be able to have to do a lot of good overtakes that might be able to beat the most strongest M100 cars in the category. Okay, have to be able to stay careful, and well, also slow cars might be coming by for us. We're all excited about the AE86. It's now definitely in GT Sports. So looks like take a good look at the interior view, because this one is very classic with a mint tech on it. But this is going to be quite good to see it for the first time after 20 years of Gran Turismo. So looks like this is going to be quite very good to see it. So this car can drift. Hope you might better have to watch initial speed after this, and then this is going to be quite very good for it. So hope this might be able to have this one best car to be able to do a lot more drifting for it. So grab your JDM cars, and then this will challenge this AE86 might be able to do a lot of drifting to do. Just gonna have to take a cardio battle to be able to begin with. So right now, this is gonna be able to have to take a lot of preview practice for it. So this is gonna be quite giving excellent. So looks like giving a lot of good performance by giving a little bit of both. So because I guess that this car can drive well and very good for the hidden headlights, and it's definitely quite giving a good excellent choice for one good drifting advantage. You might be able to do some skills for it. Now looks like coming in, just gonna take a few more passes for it. So by reaching up the 5th gear, it can also increase acceleration to be able to go faster for it. So this will might be quite very handful to be able to get a good pace, and then also to do some drifting whenever you're going to have to take a few turns might be coming in. Okay, just going to have to take few more turns. Now, entering on to third place, we'll be able to overtake one more car. Alright, this is going to be quite going fast and simple. It looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to do a lot more speed work to be able to get everything going on for it. So, looks like this is definitely the best car in GT Sport, and this wheel might be able to get ready to do some drifting, because looks like JDM Drift Battle is about to get very started soon, you guys, because I hope this is going to be able to have the reference pictures to be able to get started for. So, giving some second place earnings, we'll be able to get everything needed. Now, looks like this might be able to go on to the next track for the next vehicle we'd like to be able to get started for. So, I hope that might be able to have the number 2 on the list is definitely quite coming along nicely. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to have the next track is going to be able to choose for the Audi TT. Is definitely going on in Dragon Trail. So it looks like time to go in Seaside, and then this wheel might be able to have a daytime wheel might be able to go for it. So since we raced with 2014 Audi TT Coupe vehicles, so looks like we're all excited to be able to have a 2003 vehicle to be able to be ready to race in the Tourist Trophy event. So this wheel might be able to have 2 different vehicles to be available to select. So looks like this is going to be quite very excited to be able to have everything to do an all-wheel drive, and then this wheel might be able to check some few performance before we begin the race. So let's change up the category race into N200, and then this wheel might be able to challenge up with the Lancia Stratos. So the max horsepower is 239, max torque is 236.5, and the weight pound is 3,351. And then this is going to be quite excellent for an all-wheel drive vehicle. It's definitely quite very excellent for a well-balanced condition vehicle for it. And the transmission gear is a 6-speed, so looks like this is going to be quite excellent. Might be able to get everything started out for it. So here we go, and let's race number 3. We're using the Audi TT 2003, and then this will have to take a lot of overtakes to do something else for practice. Now, very good look at the interior view. So this is going to be quite modern vehicle type that might be quite very good. So looks like this is going to be able to look around for it. So I kind of think that the seats are definitely quite very good in black leather. So looks like this is going to be quite very good to drive with this 2003 Audi TT, and this is going to be quite very good and fast to be quite standardly for it. Now looks like this is going to be able to go in and do a lot more practicing for only 1 lap at a given time for it. Just going to have to try out 5 cars to be able to do a lot more practice to be able to get ready for it. Okay, so definitely quite good to be able to challenging 2 Renault Sport Celio Cup cars is definitely quite everything needed in for. So definitely like the Subaru BRC and the Toyota 86. Now, I kind of think that the 2 models is definitely quite very strong differences by generation. So looks like this is going to be able to get to show the differences by each different categories by specific types on it. Now, it doesn't show torque distribution because the Audi TT is an all-wheel drive, same as the 2014 model. So this is definitely quite a very good car and very good original. So we just definitely like original vehicles from the previous Gran Turismo games. Is definitely quite coming well nicely, and then very good models will definitely quite giving a good show, some different small performance spec on it. So, looks like this wheel might be able to have to take a lot more passes on the bus stop corner, and then it's going to be able to... Okay, well, a little bit embarrassing, guys, so that could be a bad call, so I had to try again. So, I had to do my best, because trying out a vehicle could take a lot of work to do it. Now, take a good look on the full view of the Audi TT, so good thing I just definitely chose the papaya orange, because this is definitely quite very good. So it is definitely quite very shown to be appears in Gran Turismo 2. So this is definitely quite very good to be able to see as a 2003 model, because it also has a lot of good colors to be included for. But also shown to be quite good for the replica as the Audi TT LM edition from Gran Turismo 2. So this is going to be quite very good shown to be able to have a different model for it, and also that this is definitely quite very good for a German vehicle to participate in the DTM event. And also this is going to be quite good to see how this is going to be the wide body version of the Audi TT race car was definitely quite very good shown on it. So that was definitely seen in Gran Turismo Sport April. So looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to have the German vehicle to be able to have that good body style performance is definitely quite very shown. So I had to make another attempt, so it looks like I had to do a lot more time to do a very good clean race where I might be able to do much better for it. Okay, just gonna go in, take a lot more passes to go. Alright. Well, I hope my OC is really want that car, so looks like this is gonna be quite very good to see it. Well, just trying to think something else to have this for library design. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to do the right thing, do a bus stop corner, so we have to watch out for the orange barrier. That could be the hard parts coming in for. Okay, going in to take the final turn. This wheel might be able to do it nice and easy. Just gonna reach into the top three, just gonna overtake the Ferrari Kino. Okay, looks like they're doing well. And looks like finally end up in third place. So, looks like that was definitely quite well done on race number 3 for trying out 5 new cars. We'll be able to going in for it. So, looks like this is going to be quite better to be able to keep going on the progress for daily workout complete. So, looks like this wheel might be able to have to change course for the next one. So, looks like this wheel might need to bring out the Honda Fit for this challenge. And then, let's go to Autopolis International Racing Course. And then this wheel might be able to get started for. So, time to go to commence understeer turns. This wheel might be do it very clean and very properly to be able to have a good proper well precision to be able to have an FF car to be able to going in for. So this one might be able to have to keep well focusing that if you guys really want to try out the Honda Fit Hybrid. So looks like this one might be able to have car number 4 to be able to join in for it. So this wheel might be quite very easy to be able to challenging with tougher M100 cars. So this is definitely easy use in the FF challenge. So right now, the max horsepower by default is 138. The max torque is 98.8 and the weight pound is 2,381 and very good for an FF drivetrain that might be able to use. So this is definitely quite common for the Honda Fit. A 7-speed transmission is definitely quite very impressive. So looks like a compact car with 7-speed transmission is quite brand new to us. So this is going to be quite very interesting, and then this wheel might be able to do it for it. So looks like it's time to get ready, and then this time a battery was definitely shown on the HUD. So looks like this wheel might be quite very good to be able to have a hybrid vehicle, to be able to gain a lot of speed, and also to be able to have a drained battery to be giving a little effect on it. So take a good look at this nice modern interior style view. Was definitely quite very good, and this is definitely quite very good for a modern high tech. Was definitely quite very shown on it. So looks like this is going to be quite very excellent. So I hope the Honda CRC is definitely able to win the race with the Honda Fit Hybrid. So that could be quite very good for an electric vehicle. So looks like this is going to be able to have to get ready to take the understeer turns to be able to go in for. Just going to have to take some few turns, so it might be able to do a lot of work for it. And also just going to have to keep an eye on the battery whenever it's going to be running out of speed. That might be able to do. So this is a hybrid vehicle because this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to have hybrid vehicles be in the game. Now, looks like this wheel might be able to have to decelerate to be able to have a little bit chance to recharge, and then this wheel might be able to speed up again. So, very good for an M100 car, same thing like the Toyota AE86. So, the modern Honda Fit vehicle was definitely quite very successful, and this wheel might be able to have to take a little deceleration while taking a turn, will also do a little quick recharge. Now, looks like coming in to be approaching in to overtake with the rest of the group. This is going to be a full house on this group. Alright, outside turn coming in. Then this one might be able to have to do some few overtakes. Okay, running out of juice coming soon, so looks like this one might be able to take some time. So whenever you're going to have to be taking a lot of acceleration by few laps, so this one might be able to keep a good eye on the battery whenever it's going to be running out soon. So looks like this one might be able to have to do a lot of standard runs that might be able to keep going without the battery what's being active for it. Now coming in on third place, just take a lot of easy understeer turns, would like to do the trick. One more turn, just gonna have to keep it in. So it's also possible to be able to have a little bit chance to have the 7-speed transmission on the Honda Fit that would like to go faster. So looks like might be able to have a lot of few horsepower to be able to increase its speed performance. So looks like this wheel might be able to have to do better to be able to keep it up, and then this wheel might be able to have that Honda Fit hybrid to be one excited hybrid vehicle to be able to take some understeer turns for it. So looks like giving some best earnings that might be able to coming in for it. So looks like almost there for the daily workout complete. So looks like it's time to get ready for the final round of the race for trying out 5 new rides. So this one might be quite very good to get ready to race on Fisherman's Ranch, and I hope that this is going to be able to get ready to bring out the Renault RA Gordini is going to be quite coming in for it. But this time this will be a one-make race between 2 RA Gordinis. Is definitely quite very challenging, and this will might be able to get ready to do an old school rally event that we might be able to get started for. Now let's grab that RA Gordini and get ready to take the dirt. So looks like the max horsepower is 101. That could be quite very good and simple. And the max torque is 86.3, and the weight pound is 1,874, and the drivetrain is RR. So that could be quite very good for a classic vehicle could be able to drive on dirt, and then also the 5-speed transmission was definitely included. So this wheel might be quite very good tuning up for an improvement to be needed as well. So if possible to bring the RA Gordini to be part of the competition de France. So that might be quite eligible to compete. So let's go and get ready for this race, and then this one might be able to overtake one RA Gordini, and then this is going to be quite very challenging and very rough ride on it. So looks like this one might be able to have to keep a little bit nice and steady on it. So looks like giving it the interior view is the classic, and this one is very good style for it. So looks like this is going to be able to show to look around to see it while listening for it. So this one might be able to keep it well focused for it. So maybe this wheel might be changed the view, so that could be quite possible to see if the RA Gordini could be able to do some rough jumps around for it. Now, looks like it's taking a lot more challenging turns with it. Okay, coming in excellent. Just gonna have to keep going, and then this one is the classic. So good thing that we have Renault in the game, so a separately type of Renault Sport. So good thing that Renault Sport is definitely able to have some very good sports vehicles and race cars for it. And Renault can also do a lot of classic vehicles that could probably be able to add it in for it. So right now, it's going to be able to have to take a lot more turns to be able to get it in for, because it looks like first place in the lead. Now, take a good look for a little bit small jump to be able to see it for it. But this is definitely quite very good for a rally car that might be able to take it off on it. So, looks like gonna change up to 0, and then this one might be able to do a lot more work to be able to get practice on for it. Okay, just gonna take a little bit more time to do it. But this car is very slow, and this wheel might be able to have increased horsepower that might be able to gain a lot of acceleration to go faster. Now it looks like we'll keep going in, just keep it a little bit well focused. So I'm glad that the RA14 is definitely used as a bench vehicle to be used in any other performance vehicles. Gran Turismo 6. So probably as a Gr.X car. So this is going to be able to get ready for a long range race to be able to begin with. So this one also has to drive on tarmac and dirt courses. So it looks like this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to have the RA14 to be able to do a lot of challenging corners, to be able to do a little bit hill climbing and downhill style that might be able to go in for. Now, looks like this is going to be able to keep coming in for it. Just going to watch the steering wheel might be able to going in for it. Just checking on the rear. So, they also show some few other features to be able to have this RA Gordini. So, this one is definitely old classic. So, this might be quite very good to see for it, but this might be able to take a lot of jumps that might be able to come in for it. Okay, coming in. Take a little bit wide turns that might be needed to do a little bit chance on for it. Okay, do a little bit more third turns to be able to going in. Well, hope this old dog might be able to do a lot more time to gain a lot of speed to do it. Almost there, so it's gonna do a little bit more downhill to go faster, and then here comes the jump. Well, smaller, but almost getting a little bit, getting a mid jump that might be a little bit extreme for it, because, well, it could be a classic car to do a lot more turns to go in for it. Now, coming in to take the last stretch of the turn, and then this wheel going in, reach up onto the finish line. And it looks like just like old times by using the Renault RA Gordini, and then this is going to be quite very classic to race on the dirt. But this wheel might be quite excellent to be able to have a Gr.X car to be ready for a competition at front. So, good work for having a clean race bonus, and then a daily workout complete 5 times in a row, and then luckily this wheel might be able to have 5 new cars to be available to get, and then we'll have to make sure that we'll have to wait for a new track coming in soon. So, well, some other GT players know something else according to the article reports. But right now, let's see which vehicle should I get, and I hope the usual might be coming in. The Daihatsu Coupe. Very good. This is going to be quite added up for M100 category for this today. This is going to be quite excellent. So, we just definitely enjoying trying out 5 new cars for this update. So, looks like this is going to be able to wait until the new track will be coming in for the next update. So, looks like 5 of the cars that we just definitely wanted to try it out, and this one might be quite able to choose for it. So, looks like the Porsche 962C is definitely one good classic Group C race car to be able to be prepared for the Gr.1 Cup. And also, the Toyota Sprinter Trueno GT-Apex AE86 is definitely quite very perfect, because all of the GT players have already did the exact replica of the carbon version. Was definitely from the initial D, so looks like I'm just really gonna have to be prepared to try it out someday for it, because this is gonna be quite good for the original, and this time a carbon fiber version is gonna be the variant. And the Audi TT Coupe 3.2 Quattro is very good for the Tourist Trophy event, because 2 cars in the same event is gonna be quite prepared for years models to be quite good for the generation. And also the Honda Fit Hybrid is definitely quite very good for understeer turns that might be perfectly used in the FF Challenge. That could be quite very good to be able to take a lot of good understeer for our M100 category. And luckily, the RA Gordini 1966 is definitely quite prepared for a one-make race, so looks like this is going to be able to have a Gr.X car eligible to participate in the France event in the GT League. So looks like this is going to be able to have 5 cars for this update, so looks like we'll only have to wait for the new track to be coming in soon, so they just already know, and looks like we just only have to wait in only just a few days. Well folks, glad that you really enjoyed for this update on Gran Turismo Sport, and I hope you enjoy it, so thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for reaching up the 100 subscriber goal. And don't forget to click the bell for notification uploads if you want to see more videos. And also, don't forget to leave a like and comment if you really want to think about for this update video. And also the links on the description down below if you really want to see more if you're interested. So, I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo Sport on the update, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.